Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and on today's video we'll be taking a look at MSI's entry into the world of monitor mounts. So this is the MSI MPG MT201R, not to be completely confused with the MT201R V2. And there's actually two of these available depending on where you are in the world. The V2 is basically functionally identical, however it does have different packaging and is for potentially different regions as well. So if you're looking at the MT201R or the MT201R V2, they're the same thing. So don't be confused if you see listings everywhere or links in the video description which don't quite match up to what I've shown you. Don't worry, it's absolutely fine. It's the same thing, just a regional thing apparently. Anyway, this is a fantastic monitor arm, stroke bracket, support, whatever you want to call it, for your gaming or editing desktop. Whatever you want to do, this is great. It's got a full range of motion. It supports 17 to 49 inch monitors. So even if you've got a huge monitor, then it's absolutely fine. Although there is a weight limit, this will support up to monitors of 20 kilos. So those are pretty decent numbers. Also, it supports both VESA 75 and VESA 100 mounting styles, and also has a VESA quick release function as well. So if you're in some sort of environment, maybe you're a stock tracker or something like that, and you've got your ticker screens everywhere and you want these, and maybe you're concerned if a monitor goes down, how long is it going to take to actually replace it? It's actually really simple. It's basically 4 screws and a thumb screw, and then you can basically change out your monitor very easily indeed. Also has a fully adjustable gas tension strut as well. So for moving the screen up and down, whichever you want to do, and it is yes, very easy to do. Let's get this out of the way a little bit because it's getting in my way. So yeah, you can just push it to one side. You've got a full range of movement. So in terms of height wise, you've got adjustment up to 500mm in for the vertical, and for kind of horizontal side to side, you've got up to 458mm. Actually, I can move over a little bit now. That's absolutely fine. I've got some more room on my desk. So it has got the full motion. Also, something which is very interesting, well, the two things which are really interesting about this is the fact that there are multiple ways of actually attaching it to your desk. So this is effectively a desk mounted unit, as you can see here, and you can probably also see the RGB glow. Yes, it's got lots of RGB as well. We'll get onto that shortly. But the first thing actually is the simplicity of the mounting system. So the mounting system, you can use it if you don't want to do a kind of slightly destructive thing, you can just use clamping force. So it's got a really strong clamping force mechanism on there. I'll show you some of the components individually. So you've got your brackets, your plates, etc. Very strong, very sturdy plates, and all the mountings are exceptionally well built. I've basically seen car parts which are more flimsy than this. This is insane how much attention to detail, how much depth there is actually in the metal. So it's not going to bend or anything. Realistically, your monitor is going to be weaker than the stand by a long shot. Anyway, so you've got really nice mounting mechanism, loads of cable management as well, which we'll check on a little bit later. But if you don't want to do it in the clamp format, you can actually do it in the grommet format. So you probably think, well, what's the grommet format? So you can actually drill a hole in your surface. I think 10mm is the smallest, up to around about 40mm. You can drill through your surface. Maybe it's a solid block of wood, granite, I don't know, whatever it wants to be. And you can actually mount through it as well. So if you want your arm a little bit further into your desk or your unit or wherever you're mounting it, you've got both of those options available to you. And also when it comes to the clamping force, it is extremely good. And also it will support clamping surfaces of only 10mm up to 85mm. So lots of different opportunities there, depending what you're attaching it to, whether you're using kind of like a countertop, like from a kitchen or something, which is probably like 30-40mm thick, easy piece of cake. Things like these IKEA desks, very common, very popular. Well, common's probably not the right word, but lots of people have them. These are around about 30-35mm, so they're going to be absolutely fine. Again, if you want to use something a little bit thicker, chunky, double stacked, absolutely fine as well. It's going to be very easy to do that with all the mounting kit. And also something which is actually quite strange is the fact that this supports ARGB, which you wouldn't have necessarily thought. you probably would, because it's MSI and they do all kinds of weird and wonderful things, and they do like to have their kind of ultimate desk setups, so you can have everything nicely matching, and with this you definitely can. It doesn't matter if you're not using an MSI monitor or you're not using an MSI computer. It actually comes with a very interesting USB cable. So the USB cable plugs into a USB 2 port on a PC, or just a power adapter, main socket, that sort of thing on your wall. If you've got one with the USB type A output, you can plug it into there, and that will power the addressable RGB lighting on the actual arm. As you can probably see from some B-roll, it's actually a bit difficult for me to swing around to show you, but there you go. You can see it on the side there. So you've got your ARGB on both of the arms and also on the base as well. So there's two options of what you can do. You can control it via ARGB, so with a 5-volt 3-pin addressable ARGB. So if you've got a port on your motherboard or in a hub or something, you can plug it into that. That isn't a problem at all. There's a nice long USB extension as well, so it just plugs into the end of your existing USB lead, put it into your motherboard or controller, so you can control all of your RGB, including your monitor arm, from your desktop PC or from a remote control, whatever. Alternatively, if you don't want to do that, just plug it into the USB for power, and there's a handy button on the bottom here. So just press the button and you can cycle through the various RGB lighting styles. As you can see, if I actually turn that around again so you can see it a little bit better. So it does it on the arms as well. So you just press the button and you can cycle through the various colors. There's some statics, some fades, there's the rainbow puke, etc. There's some kind of chase patterns, etc. Lots of stuff on there, depending what you want to do and what you want your lighting like. Again, if you want your lighting to match exactly what's going on your PC, plug it into one of the PC ports. You can do that if you actually wanted to. So that's great. Again, you've got full motion on there, 180 degrees rotation both ways. You've also got tilt, swivel, everything. You got -20 to +50 degrees on the tilt, and actually if you've got a touchscreen monitor, potentially you can actually use it to write on, because there is so much of a tilt on there. So that is really cool if you want to use that, or you can kind of angle it down if you want to. Again, you've got a full range of motion. The one thing I would say about this is if you do a little bit of forward planning. Now, because this actually has roughly about 1 meter of cabling kind of actually in the arm itself, and also a little bit of slack for when you're moving it around, probably a good idea to invest in some longer power and DisplayPort or HDMI cables if you're using those, because the ones that you get with most monitors are actually generally a little bit on the short side, about 2 meters if you're lucky. So to get the full range of movement and flexibility, probably worth investing in some like 3 meter or even 5 meter cables, just to give you a little bit more distance, especially for the power one. But that is a kind of a later mic problem. Let's take a look at how it all goes together. So first of all, you get your gas strut section and you decide whether you're going to go with the clamp mount or the through mount. So in this instance, I've gone with the clamp mount. Literally just get the first part of the clamp, put it onto the back. You've got 4 screws, screw those in. There is actually a flexible pad as well, so to protect your surfaces. It's self-adhesive. You can stick that to the actual unit itself. The self-adhesive side goes towards your monitor arm rather than the desk surface, so the foam goes towards your desk surface to protect that. So if you've got a really nice surface, you don't want to scratch it up or whatever, then you put that on there. In this instance, I actually didn't bother. I just left it as it was. It's fine. I'm not very precious about this desk, so you may not be either. So that's fine. On the back, you've got 4 screws. Loosen those off, and then the second part of the clamp can go in. Then just tighten those up, screw out the bottom bits, and put in the base in the between. There's a really thick metal kind of shim which goes against the bottom side of the desk. Tighten it all up, and essentially that's it. You're good to go. Go with your cable management, route the cables through if you want to. If you haven't got long enough cables, don't bother. It doesn't matter. It's entirely up to you. The cable mounts are pretty easy to access and a little bit flexible as well, so you can put cables through. Also as well, on the back of the unit, there's actually a little plastic cover which can go on the back of the screws, or bolts I should say probably, and then you can run your cables through there as well. So even things like maybe your keyboard, your mouse, that sort of stuff, you want to keep that tidy, you can put those through there as well, should you wish to. But yeah, overall, I think it's actually a very, very nice design. It does the job it's intended to do, give you a lot of flexibility on your desktop. The gas strut will support up to 20 kilos, so that's a pretty darn heavy monitor. Most monitors are kind of a couple of kilos, maybe 4 or 5. So you've got lots of potential there, especially even if you're going for those bigger ultra-wide monitors, like the 49-inch ones, which this will support. The only downside that I can see is the price. Now, when you come to this type of monitor mount, especially the gas strut ones with a decent gas strut, not the cheap and cheerful friction ones, which are generally pretty awful. If you get one with a decent strut, you are looking at spending 3 figures, essentially, which isn't uncommon. And in terms of ones I've looked around on Amazon, there's quite a few around similar, not quite the same functionality, not the same levels of tilt and turn and swivel, etc. And not with the USB. That for me is quite a new thing in terms of the ARGB lighting effect. But this is actually quite competitively priced. It seems expensive, but when you look around, it's actually not too bad at all. So I'm not going to tell you the price because the prices are always in flux and depending when you're watching this. So I would urge you to take a look at the links in the video description and check out the pricing for yourselves. Please do feel free after you've watched the video to check out the pricing and leave a comment in the comment section below. Is it more expensive than you thought? Is it cheaper than you thought? Would this be something that you'd be prepared to put on your desk if you wanted the flexibility, or even if you've got a massive monitor? And actually let me know what size monitor you've got as well. That'd be quite useful information for us here at Mike's Unboxing and also for other viewers watching. That would be awesome. I think that is going to pretty much wrap this one up. I think I've covered pretty much everything in here. If there's anything I haven't, feel free to ask me in the comments section below, or if you want a quicker answer, you can head over to our Discord and I'll try and answer your questions as best I can. But that's going to wrap this one up. I've been Mike, this is Mike's Unboxing, Reviews and How To, and hopefully we'll catch you in the very next video. Thanks for watching.